Hello, this is Goku for some one, and I'm back with my top 10 favorite movies of the year. Now, before I begin the list, I have to say a few things. First of all, is I have not seen a lot of movies, so movies like The Social Network and The Black Swan and The Fighter are not on this list just because I haven't seen them. So even though they might be better than the movies on my list, I don't care. Because there are movies that I consider that are better than a lot of these, and they're not on the list because they're not my favorites. These are movies that I personally would rather watch over and over again. These are movies I found fun and enjoyable. These are my type of movies. These are not... I took movies that I considered better off the list simply because I would rather put these movies in. These are my type of movies. So, this is a top 10, but the first 5 are in no particular order. The last 5 are in a particular order. Okay, so let's begin. I did see a lot of movies this year, a lot on DVD, and a lot in theaters. I believe all of these I actually did see in theaters, except for, I believe, 2 of these movies. Or 3 of these movies I did not see in theaters, and I'll get to the reasons why I didn't see them in theaters. But that says a lot. Because if I go see a movie in theaters, that's probably a movie I'm expecting to like. I don't spend money on movies that I find entertaining. I don't spend money on movies that I think are good. I spend money on movies that I think I'm going to enjoy. So I see a lot of summer blockbusters. So, let's begin the list. As I said before, the first couple are not in any particular order. So if you see a movie that you think should be higher on the list, I simply don't care about the first 5 whatsoever. Okay, so you can assume that the number 5 is on the bottom. I'm not even going to put any numbers onto these. These are just 5 movies. The first one I'm going to mention is Robin Hood. A lot of people are probably going to give me flack for this. And I wasn't going to actually put it on the list because I was feeling that people are going to give me flack for it. The first 2, people are going to give me flack for. But I'll say this very simply. I enjoyed the movie. It was an origin story of Robin Hood. I felt that was a cool idea. I felt it was enjoyable. I felt the acting was good. I felt the movie was fun to watch. And it did what I wanted it to do. The next one on my list is Alice in Wonderland. Oh my god, I'm going to get flack for that. I'm going to get flack for that. People actually put that on their worst movies of the year list. Go to hell. The movie was fun. That movie was enjoyable. It was a sequel, but at the same time, it didn't use the book. So if you read the book, you didn't know what was going to go on, and it was fun. It was enjoyable. The fantasy world was epic. The final fight was actually fun. The characters were interesting. And I cared about everybody. I cared about what was going on. And that makes for a good movie. The next movie is Harry Potter. I'll just say, I like all the Harry Potters. Except for kind of 4. They're all good. I did not review this movie, which I will not review this movie until this movie has finally fully come out. And before you say, oh, the movie's out in theater, no. Half the movie is out. This is part 1 of 1 movie. So I'm going to wait to review it. But it's still good enough as half of a movie for me to put this on my list. The next one is Legend of the Guardians. All I gotta say about that is Lord of the Rings with owls. Let's go to the next one. Kick-Ass. All I gotta say is it kicks ass. Everybody watching this video knows that Kick-Ass kicks ass. Everybody knows why Kick-Ass is on my list. And everybody knows that Kick-Ass kicks ass. It's a kid kicking ass. What more do I have to say? Now, I get into the numbered. Number 5 is How to Train Your Dragon. I didn't know if... At first, when I saw the preview for this movie, I was like, I'm not going to see that movie. Very much like, I can't think of what it is. Duplicity... Not Duplicity Me. That one with the 2 mad geniuses. I have not seen that movie, and I probably won't see that movie. I did see How to Train a Dragon because it's fun. It's great. It's just a fun movie. It's just a movie you sit down and you watch with friends. And I mean, this is a movie that you can drink straight or drunk. I mean, it's just a fun movie. It's not a movie that you have to think about. It isn't the best acted movie. It doesn't have the best characters, but it's fun, and that's why it's number 5. For all the reasons that How to Train Your Dragon's on the list, Iron Man 2 is on the list. Actually, though, people put Iron Man 2 on the worst movies of the year. And those people need to go to hell. Seriously. This movie was fantastic. I like this movie better than the first. The first is better, but I like this one better. It's very much like Star Trek. Wrath of Khan is the best Star Trek movie ever made. That's not arguable. That's not an opinion. That is a fact. But I like First Contact better. This is the exact same thing. I know Iron Man is a better film. It's better in every way. But this one is more fun. This one is the one I would want to watch. If I'm only going to watch one Iron Man movie, I'm putting in 2 any day of the week. It's got more in it. And it might be jam-packed, but more in it is always better. Yes. In this way it is. Not always better, but yes. It doesn't weigh down the movie. It actually makes it fun. Next is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Yes, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Actually, it's technically not Scott Pilgrim versus the World. It's Scott Pilgrim versus 7 Evil X's, but for some reason, they called it the World. I don't even think any of these people are out of the... I think these people are mainly based around the United States and Canada. Or they might all be from Canada. I don't know. But it's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. But I'm not going to try to dissect that name. It's a great movie. If you're a gamer, go see it. If you are... I don't know what the other category of people that would want to go see this. Man, just if you're a gamer, go see it. That's the only reason I can think to go see it. Okay, now, number 2. Number 2, Toy Story 3. This was one of the movies on this list that I did not see in theaters. This, Legend of the Guardians, and How to Train Your Dragon were the 3 I did not see in theaters. Yeah, I should have seen this one in theaters. But I just didn't have the cash. I was strapped for cash, just couldn't get around to seeing it. I wanted to see it in theaters. Trust me, this was a movie. How to Train Your Dragon, no. Legend of the Guardians, no. This, yes. It continues the story. It's great. It's fun. It's enjoyable. There's actually a conclusion, but there's room for a sequel. And it's everything the Toy Story movie should have been. And this is everything I think animated movies should be. This is not a kid's movie. How to Train Your Dragon is not a kid's movie. Legend of the Guardians is not a kid's movie. These are family movies. These are movies that are made for both kids and adults. These are well done movies. Period. End of day. Yes, now we're down to number 1. Number 1 is The Last Airbender. Yes, the best movie of the year. This movie was epic. Great acting. Great special effects. Great everything. I mean, there was nothing bad about this film. If you're a Last Airbender film, go see this. If you're a film of fantasy, go see this. Great film. Great film. Great film in every oh wait. Did I just say The Last Airbender? Scratch that. And everything I just said is not true. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Inception, best movie of the year. Goodbye. Have a good day. Go see it.